What is causing XRP to rise so rapidly in the tokenization market? Someone from the Ripple team will speak with us personally. Additionally, Max Avery is criticizing us. XRP's potential direction and the reasons behind it. Evidence that banks are actually purchasing cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency? Baby, I have it all. Guys, there's a ton more on this video. We'll talk about a lot of other topics. We will discuss RLUSD, its location, and any updates related to it. I have some updates for you on RLUSD that you won't believe. Let's play this first, please. Welcome back. I hope all is okay with you. I hope this week is going great for you. The market does appear to be improving somewhat. Yes, it does. Some of that enthusiasm does seem to be returning to the market. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. Bitcoin begins to surpass $100,000, 0 cents. Guys, it's going to be on. You must be ready. Altcoins, meme coins, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Ha ha ha. Get a way of here. You have to be that way. That's what's going to take place. Okay. Bitcoin moves. Ethereum moves. Altcoins are used. Go, meme coins, you must. In terms of RWA and institutional DeFi, tokenization is essentially the first step. In reality, what we're attempting to do is make institutions more useful and reduce access barriers. Multi-purpose tokens are one suggestion that we recently released. That is comparable to a token that is semi-fungible. In contrast to the conventional or legacy fungible token on the XRP ledger, that standard enables developers and token issuers to attach metadata to the token object on-chain. Therefore, it is preferable to enable a standalone object for, say, a bond, where you wish to record the terms, duration, and interest rate on that on-chain item. We are thus making a concerted effort to examine these use cases and ensure that we have the standards and building blocks necessary to support them and provide the best possible experience when they implement TradFi on the blockchain. Okay, there's a lot of really useful information there, you know? This new method of adding even more information is one of these, isn't it? Also, some tokens have valuable information. Therefore, if a treasury bond is established, for example, there may be, and most likely will be, a unique token for each treasury bond that signifies your ownership in that bond. It includes the start date, the end date, the amount that was contributed, the amount that is involved, the amount that will be paid out, and any other important information that should be included. Institutions, in my opinion, are waiting for that degree of clarity before intervening. Okay, according to Max Avery, we simply botched it up there. Analysts are our analysts. Our analysts are playing it down. I'm aware that I don't always read well, but that is incorrect. Downplaying the potential future direction of XRP. Max claims that commentators are downplaying the potential future direction of XRP. I'll offer you my thoughts after we have a better understanding of what he's saying. Is the potential of XRP being underestimated by analysts? It certainly feels like way. When attempting to predict where XRP is priced, the most of them still rely far too heavily on market capitalization. It's true. Let's be honest though, we're talking about trillions of dollars with actual demand and real-world utility if international institutions begin to move significant volumes through the XRP ledger. Regarding what will be influencing pricing forecasts, that is an entirely different discussion. Take a peek at the derivatives that will be developed on the XRP ledger in the future. That banking infrastructure is really impressive. Furthermore, many individuals overlook the fact that XRP is okay at low prices till volume rises. XRP at a low price isn't made to meet the enormous demand from throughout the world. The whole purpose of an instant payment system is kind of negated if the ledger becomes overloaded and begins to slow. In the long run, a cheap XRP doesn't make much sense, according to even David Schwartz. He's correct too. The price of XRP must increase in tandem with the trillions of dollars that are passing through this system. It basically comes down to function. Additionally, if the coin is undervalued, the system isn't configured to scale correctly. As a result, I believe that analysts are still operating with an outdated perspective and treating market capitalization as the sole important statistic. That isn't the case under a supply and demand model, though, particularly not when utility begins to take over on a large basis. And it feels a lot like 2008, when we monitor the current developments in global macroeconomics. Although all the signals were present, the majority of people failed to see them. Therefore, it could be time to stand back and consider if you have been valuing XRP's long-term price incorrectly. There is a ton of excellent stuff there. Many individuals don't even comprehend market multipliers and how a specific quantity of money can be converted into something, as you can see when you look at the price of XRP. And due of insufficient liquidity and other factors, that could have a significant impact on the market capitalization as a whole. What I mean by that is that we are unsure of how that will be filled in the future. Will the next billion be a 25x or 50x multiplication, and the first billion be a 50x or 100x multiplier? Do you see what I'm saying? The more money that enters the chain, will it continue to get smaller and smaller? Furthermore, I believe that many individuals are simply underestimating the actual potential. What happens if people believe that Bitcoin will be the store of value's great salvation? After all, what if you had a store of value in every utility in the world? For example, what would happen if people learned about that? Oh, Guy, last year I made 100% on Bitcoin. I'm doing very well. I think this is a random somebody conversing with their golf pals or something. I earned $100,000 or 100%. All right, okay, what more can we purchase? Correct. After that, they begin investing in XRP, Ethereum, and possibly Cardano. And that's exactly what institutions need to see. That kind of demand is what we need to see. Portfolios are investing 1%, 5%, or 10% in the cryptocurrency market. And I believe we're headed in that direction, don't you think? Institutions and banks are entering, correct? Retail has existed, we need the money, but we've been throwing our own party for a long time. I mean, don't you? You can't have both of them. We cannot adopt a libertarian stance in which we oppose banks and other organizations. Since all of the money is in banks and other institutions, you need them if you want to be wealthy. We can't do much at retail institutions are capable of.